remember when we started the Winlos, we started with skits. And then my husband came one year and said, I sensed very heavily that it's time for us to climb the stage. To start acting. I said, do you know the very moment it sensed and we started it? That very moment we started getting invites from Lagos and all. Do you know how you can miss opportunities if you are not sensing a season? Season. Too many people are casualties in life that they cannot design season. You are in a business, you are in a company, and everything is looking like it's time for you to launch. Enter into a new space. You are holding back, you are holding it tight. Forgetting that you are still living an old season. That's why you're not making progress. Because progression in life is needed progression in life is fulfilled. There's a fulfillment for when you can design your season. There are ministers who are still living their old glory. No season is the same. That's why you cannot call winter summer. Winter is winter, summer is summer. Harmattan cannot be rainy season. Harmattan season cannot be called rainy season. When you begin to name seasons in a confusing way, you miss out on what your season should offer to you. So knowing what to do at a particular time is key. Because you can also know what to do but not know when to do it. Because you don't rush things just because you know the what. You need to also know the when. It's very important. If you know the what and don't know the when, it's a problem. When you know the what and know the, because you see, just because you have a revelation doesn't mean you should move. But there are times you have a revelation, it's time for you to act, but you need to know the when. That can only come through designing. You must design your time. When to launch the album, you need to know. It's very key because Kairos times comes when you know. When you know. It's very important. But when you don't know, it's a problem. Knowing what? Even if everybody saying it's time for you to move. Is it really the time? Oh, you have received all the prophecies and all. Is it time to launch what you have received? Or is it time to just be silent and be in the wilderness? Because there are wilderness moments for everyone. And there is a season of dew. But how to know when to leave your wilderness? It's very important. When you come to a point where you should say, I have stopped learning now. Everybody's learning. But I've come to a stage where you say, okay, this is time for me to move from my learning phase. It's time for me to establish. You see, that's why Ecclesiastes 9 verse 11 says the race. Can I get it? Can I see it? Ecclesiastes 9 verse 11 so that we can see it. Ecclesiastes 9 verse 11. The race is not to the swifts. It's not by who run fast. Have you ever been to a marathon race? You see an athlete running fast, but then they finish the race. But you see somebody at the back. Oh, did you experience inter-house sports? Eh? Your school had inter, but no inter-house. Okay, when you open your eyes, you want to fight me? Like, let's say, what now? But someone said, I returned and saw under the sun. I like the way one translation. This is, you suppose New King James is not the newest of King James, so let me read my own. Ecclesiastes 9. Listen, this is what are taking me back. Ecclesiastes 9 verse 11. Let me read what it says here. Oh, sorry, NIV. I'm the one that was making mistake. NIV, sorry. Sorry, media team. Ecclesiastes 9 verse 11 says, I have seen something else under the sun. So in other words, I've seen plenty things, but there is something else. Someone said, I've seen some things. There are many things I have seen, but there is something else I just saw under the sun. He looked, I'm sure he looked around. He saw many things, but there is something else that is very significant under the sun. That the race is not to the swift, or the battle to the strong. So I can be fast but not win the race. I can be strong but not kill the warrior. Nor does food come to the wise. After all, in the book of Ecclesiastes, there was a poor wise man. He was wise, but yet he was poor. He saved the whole city. Nobody even remembered him. That scripture is to pay me. Nor does food come to wealth to the brilliant. Let me tell you, there are many brilliant people that are not wealthy. I'm telling you the truth. There are many brilliant people that have not gotten favor. They are stagnant in life. There are people who graduate with first class. They were better than you. There are some of you here, you won't bought your results. But yet you are the CEO of company. But there's somebody that graduated with first class, but has not gotten anywhere in life. Say, Kai, these are the things I have seen under the sun. But then time and chance. So as much, see, your time cannot be determined by you, but it can be designed by you. So while you may not determine your time, you can also design your time. Time and chance happens to them or to the one that is going for the race, to the battle person, to the food, to the every. Time and chance happens to them all. So season and opportunity has a connection. Time and opportunity has a connection. No season lasts forever. That's why you must know when you are in one. Because it's your opportunity, chance that you can design that fulfills the times. The opportunity that you can design that fulfills the time, that makes it your set time. So time and chance happens to them all. Knowing when to start the race and how to end it is very key. Knowing if you should go into that battle, not because you are strong, but because it's time, is very important. Every season brings a change in a man's life. And that's why it's important that you must design your season. You must design it. Somebody called myself and my other way about going to Kenya and said, I saw you post flyer. It's your time. He says it's your time. Because there are times in a man's life. Nobody's on the spotlight forever. But you must know when you should be on the spotlight. Understanding of season commands influence. Season has purpose and purpose has a season. Season brings changes. There's a connection between time and opportunity. Season and times are connected. Then also understanding of season commands influence. 1 Chronicles 12 verse 32. 1 Chronicles 12 verse 32. It says, men of Issachar who understood the times and knew what Israel should do. The first thing is they understood the times. You must have an understanding of the times and then know what to do. They understood the times, because times must be understood. And knew what Israel should do. 200 chiefs with all their relatives, not mere persons. 200 chiefs and all their relatives were under their command. So when you have understanding of your time, you command influence. Have you ever seen somebody that is very wealthy? On a normal day, the person not supposed to tell you, sir. Do you understand? The person is far older than the person should not even tell you, sir, on a normal day. But because of influence, because you are in your time, because you are wealthy, the person will see you and say, sir, ma. On normal day, the person, you are supposed to be calling the person uncle, auntie. When you understand your times, you command influence.